Hey folks, it's Sunday.
Hello folks, it's Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday,
Friday,
Saturday,
Sunday. So this is Two Truths and a Lie week, and my stories follow a theme. And the theme of my stories is my yearbook class in 8th grade. Now, there's two things you should know about this class, or specifically the advisor. So, our supervisor, we're just going to call her Ms. G. So, the first thing you need to know about Ms. G is that although her office was in conjunction to the yearbook room, was on the complete other side of our school from the main office where she liked to hang out. She was kind of slow. She was really slow. So, if you needed her, you just had to hope that you would see her walking down the hallway and that she would get to the classroom in time for you to ask her a question. The second thing you need to know about Miss G is that no one liked her. She was one of those teachers that was really, really mean and would, I don't know, she terrorized you. So with those two things in mind, let's launch into story number 1. Now, I was one of the main editors of the yearbook my 8th grade year because I was responsible and blah blah blah. And I took my job very seriously because I wanted to make a really good yearbook. But the problem was that nobody took me seriously, and so apparently I used to walk around like this. Yeah, I don't know. And apparently a group of girls that I ended up actually becoming friends with and hanging out with throughout high school, apparently some of the girls would, as I was walking around like this, follow me doing the exact same thing, just more emphasized. Story number 2 is significantly shorter. So another thing about Ms. G was that she hated gum chewing, especially because she primarily taught classes in the computer lab. And for some reason, she was one of those teachers that is like convinced that if a student is chewing gum, they will stick it in any sort of electrical socket they see. And if you're in a computer lab, there's lots of places to stick it that you don't want it. So that's how I got really good at chewing gum. I got in the habit of being able to hide it for extended periods of time while still like getting the flavor from it, but I could talk normally. So that class basically taught me how to chew gum effectively. And story number 3. Ms. G, because she was very rarely in the classroom in her office where we needed her, me and my co-editor TJ, we had to get her login information, like the school login information, to get a lot of our stuff done. That because, you know, advertisers and like the people who were printing our book would email us, and if she wasn't there, we needed to be able to check that email and coordinate things and have more power because, you know, student access, like a student login, is way more limited than a teacher's login, and because she did a lot of the stuff under her email account, we needed her login. Sometimes when TJ and I were bored, which was a lot because we finished our pages on, you know, in a proper amount of time, and, you know, we spent most of the time watching everyone else and making sure they were doing what they were supposed to. So sometimes when we were waiting for an email reply or whatever we were waiting for, we would sometimes go into her grading program thing, and if someone was being a particularly bad student at the time, if they were really late with page designs or pictures or something, then we would go in and we would like change their grade. Not a lot, like we didn't, you know, give someone a D or something because usually they already had Ds, but you know, we'd go and we'd take off a point or two, or if someone was doing good, we'd put a point or two back. Now a lot of times, because I'm like a good student, I would go back and change it back to where it was, but sometimes we would leave it there. So yeah, there's the choice. Story 1, I used to walk like a chicken. Story 2, I learned how to chew gum through yearbook class. Or story 3, I would sometimes change people's grades with my teacher's login and password. So which one do you think it is? All will be revealed next week. Abby, I'll see you tomorrow.